Okay, in my last video I showed you how to pass a knot on a sport rappel and a sport climb with one rope. Today I'm going to show you how to do it with a 2-rope system. If you belong to any kind of organization that has professional standards, meaning a 2-rope system, you're going to have to know how to pass knots to their standard. Okay, so just remember there's different standards in the rope world. There's a big difference between just having fun and rappelling versus belonging to an organization that has standards that you have to pass in order to even be able to work. Okay, so I'm going to show you this setup for a passing a knot, climbing and descending on a rope, as well as the backup line. So it's going to require a lot more gear too than a simple sport rappel. So anyway, if you belong to any kind of organization, like any professional rope organization, they're going to have higher standards for safety. Okay, all right, enough talking about that. Let's get into it. First thing you're going to have is a class 3 harness. Okay, just like this. That means you're going to have not only the waist and leg straps, you're going to have a shoulder strap also. And if you are set up for that, you're going to have a device for ascending and descending, which is, I have a Petzl rig here. And you're going to have a way for climbing, and most people will use a Petzl Kroll or its equivalent. Okay, and in addition to that, you'll have cowtails. Okay, which are it's a lanyard system, and it allows you to utilize other points of contact. Okay, in addition to that, you're going to have a belay device. This is a Petzl ASAP right here. And you're also going to have a mechanical ascender, more than likely. This is a Petzl Ascension, I think that's how you pronounce it, with a foot loop. Okay, so right off the bat, in order to meet these higher safety standards, you can see you're going to have a lot more equipment. Okay, but you may not have a choice in the matter if you belong to any kind of organization that has that standard. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and shut it off right here, and when I come back, I'll be on the rope and I'll show you how to do it. All right, let's get started. For the sake of time, I've already climbed it to where I'm at my first obstacle, which is the knot we're going to have to pass. And I've got a 2-rope system. One, the backup rope, has my follow wrist device, which is a Petzl ASAP. And my other rope is what I'm hanging off of. Is I'm leaning back so you can see. That is the Petzl Kroll. Okay, I've got a hand descender here with a foot loop. That's how I'm lifting myself. And as I step up, I'm advancing the line through my Petzl Kroll. Okay, so in order not to make this a 30-minute video, I'm trying to shorten some of these steps, so hopefully you understand this. Okay, so this is my first obstacle. Okay, so what I can do, I'm leaning back in, is I can take before I get started, remember the number 1 rule is you have 2 points of contact at all times. Okay, you can never have less than 2 points of contact ever. Okay, so if you rely on 1 point of contact, if you're testing out, you've automatically failed this evolution. Okay, now the foot ascender is not a point of contact. It's going to be my backup device, and it's going to be my Kroll at this point, so I can safely at this point unweight my hand ascender and put it above my knot. Okay, which will allow me to step up And get close to my knot. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna leave this here for now. And below me, I have a pestle rig, and the slack below my crowel, I'm gonna load into my pestle rig. Okay, once that's loaded correctly, I'm gonna lock it off. Okay, so now I've got 3 points of contact, which means I can take one of them off, which is going to be my pestle crowel. And as I step up, I'm going to put it above my knot. Okay, so you're going to raise up. Okay, step up. And you want to load it into your crowel above the knot. Okay, at this point, you can sit back down. Now, if there's any tricky maneuver to this whole thing, that was it. Because you got to be able to balance yourself and open this up and disengage it from the rope. There's teeth on here, and it'll want to pick at this if you don't do it smoothly. So that is one maneuver you need to practice. Okay. All right, so I've got 3 points of contact. I can take one off. I'm going to take off this rig because my crowel is loaded again. Okay, set that down, and I am good just to keep on climbing. So let's do that. Okay, so I've successfully bypassed that knot. Now I need to get past my backup. Okay, and all you have to do, get your pestle rig again, load it below your ASAP or whatever you have, lock it. Okay, so just like that. Now I can take this off because I have 2 points again. Put that above my device or my knot. And then we are gonna load it. Okay, so I have successfully, well, I got one step, I gotta take this off. Unload that. Now I'm free and clear completely, and I am good to keep climbing. Okay, I've bypassed both knots. All right, so I'm going to shut it off here, convert over to a lower system, and then I'm going to show you how to bypass these knots on the lower system. Okay, I'm back. I am on my lower system now. I'm going to lean back and let you look. And we're going to have to pass 2 knots again, but this time we're going down. So I'm going to lower myself. And stop. Okay, so my first obstacle is on my backup rope. Okay, so I got to be able to get in here. So what I'm going to do is come about 8-10 inches, tie me a butterfly knot right here. Okay, just like that. Remember our cow's tail? Take that and clip into that. Okay, now one thing to caution against is this is a long drop. If for some crazy reason you'd ever have to fall on this. So what you can do, you got 2 cow's tails. Load your hand descender above that. And then we can load it right there. And now I've got yet another point of attachment, and the fall factor is almost 0. Okay, if this were to blow for some reason. Okay, but the important thing is now is that we have multiple points of contact. I can take this off above the knot, and I can put it below. Just like that. Once I have done that, I can take that cowstail off, untie my knot. Okay, I can take my other cowstail off, and I'm free and clear. Okay, and I'm almost to my next knot, so I'm going to take this, just put it here because I'm going to need it, and let's lower ourselves until we get to our knot. Okay. All right, so I got to get past this, and what I want to do is I want to take my crowel and I want to put it on here above that. Okay, so we're going to leave this on until I get my crowel on. Okay, that's why I left my foot loop on here, because I knew I would need it. Okay, so I got to step up, put your rope in your crowel, shut your crowel, and then sit back. Okay, at this point, I'm on my crowel, and my second point is my backup device. Now I can go ahead and take off my pestle rig that's above the knot and put it below. Okay, I'm gonna load it. Lock it off. Okay, so it's loaded correctly. Now I've got to basically down climb until I load my pestle rig. And here's where you have to be careful, because you've got a good foot here, and as you step down, your hand descender may be really high up there. Okay, so don't let it get too high, or else you won't be able to retrieve it. But you got to be able to step up enough to get your crowel off at this point. Okay, so we're just going to step up again, take our crowel off, and we're going to sit down. Okay. And we've cleared both knots. Now, I got a little bit of a problem, because my hand descender's way up there, but I can barely reach it. Okay, that's why you have to be really careful. You may even consider doing a partial down climb and then making your transfer, but just be prepared. It's going to be a reach. Okay. All right. So here's my knot. I'm below it. I've already cleared my backup. I can go ahead and descend now. Okay. So I'm on the ground, and that's it for this video. Just remember, if you belong to any kind of professional rope society, they're gonna expect you to be able to do this to a standard to where it is complete redundancy the entire way. Okay, and these two guys are here are going to get that job done along with your Petzl Kroll. Okay, now there's other manufacturers out there too, but this is a pretty common combination. Okay, well, hope this helps, and just a different way of doing this. A lot safer because you're using 2 ropes, and it's a standard that a lot of people have that you have to be able to do. So I'll see you on the next one.